So it's time to take a look at the next character. This is Sanhua. She was a login reward for the 5th day, and she is a 4-star character. Now, I have to say, probably one of my favorite designs in the game. It does remind me a lot on Liv from Grey Raven. Maybe they have been. Maybe Kuro was inspired by Liv when they have been making the character. I don't know, but that's just my guess. And I just realized you can actually zoom in on the character when you go into the character screen here. Yeah, she definitely looks really good. I am not going to deny that. A very attractive character. Anyway, now her current weapon is the Scale Slasher, also working on leveling it up. I do have some gold echoes. This is, I think, the recommended one for the character. She is doing lace damage, ice damage, so that will be fun. And all of the echoes are mostly leveled up. I think the only ones that haven't leveled up are the bottom ones. Now let's go on to the skills. So, the basic attack performs 5 consecutive attacks, dealing Glacio damage. Heavy attack consumes stamina to launch attacks, dealing Glacio damage. Mid-air attack consumes stamina to perform a mid-air plunging attack, dealing Glacio damage. And dodge counter use basic attack after you successfully dodge. The upgrade will enhance your glaze damage by 1.8 and 4.20%, which is very universal that we have seen so far. Sanhua sends an air blade to create 1 ice prism across the ground, and also you can increase the attack by 1.8 and 4.20 damage. Now her overall skills are very short, and I would say the skills are very easy to memorize, and it is much easier to learn the character in the tutorial stage that I am going to do, but it is very interesting to actually take a look at the skills here. And overall, my skills are level 2, 1, 1, 2 and level 2. Throughout the video I will be enhancing the skills, and I will also be unlocking some of the secondary attributes to increase the damage. So that's going to be fun. As I mentioned before, getting the level, enhancing the characters and things like that are I would say the most, not exactly the most annoying thing, but definitely the most time consuming process, since you really have to spend quite a while to level everything up. And I'm getting there. I'm definitely playing the game a lot, and I'm definitely slowly getting there. And also the weapon, I also have to level up the weapon. No, the current weapon that I have installed is primarily for energy, I believe. The other weapon is on one of my other characters. But overall, the skills, the description of skills do look very nice, and should, in theory, on paper, do quite a bit of damage. I also have to do some boss battles to obtain the required upgrade materials, and thankfully I do have some of the materials already collected, so I'll just level the skills up on time. It's very interesting actually how the whole skill thing works. Now I do have 1 shard unlocked here, since I did get a character from the banner, and then I also got a character for free, which basically converted the character into a shard, which I did use to upgrade her a little bit. I will be working on getting all the shards for the character. Should be quite easy to get, after all she is a 4-star purple character, so I believe the shards farming is not going to be that difficult, but I will be focusing on ranking her up. The rank up definitely will give you some decent extra damage that I'm definitely looking forward to check out myself. So these were the skills. that you could see, that you could read the, you know, the stats and all. But let's go and do the training stage. Let's see how she works. Now her idle animations are very interesting. I think you probably know what I'm talking about. She draws a smiley face on the little ice window that she makes. Overall very interesting character. So these were the 5 consecutive basic attacks with the attack button. Now you can tap and hold the attack button to do the heavy damage, and basically you have to try and land the attack between the blue little bar there that you can see above the health bar. And honestly, the character, while the, you know, the theory is easy to grasp, the character does have a learning curve and does have a skill curve, since you have to really release the attack button on time, since if you miss, well, if you miss the fort, then you will end up just doing a basic attack. But honestly, I do like the way she works. I also play the game on PC and on the phone as well. I have to say, playing the game on PC is much easier. I am able to do the combo and the release very easy on the PC. On the phone, I just have to, I guess, practice a little bit, so it's going to be a little practice session for me today as well. But overall, I'm actually a fan of how the character works so far. Definitely going to be interesting to see how she will work when I max her out with the required echoes and with the required skills as well. So that was the tutorial. Let's go and play around with some bosses. Let's rank her up, and this is what I was talking about. She draws a smiley face. Yeah, interesting again. A very interesting idle animation. So, where should we start? Now, the ascent, yeah, I'm definitely going to have to work on that as well. I will definitely do some tested fields as well. Let's go and upgrade the skills. I want to unlock the secondary attributes. Now, the secondary attributes are definitely nice to have, and as I already mentioned, I will be focusing on those as well, on the character, as well as on the other characters that still don't have all the skills unlocked. But for her skills, you have to go and fight Scar. Now every character has a different boss that you have to fight, and I believe the fact that you have to fight different bosses is a factor that significantly made the whole grind maybe a little bit difficult, since you can't really farm one single stage for every single character, for every material, and you know, for every upper material in the game, which does make the game a bit more interesting, I guess, since you have to fight different bosses. But at the same time, it does make the whole grind process a bit more, you know, a bit longer, since you can't really just play one stage over and over to get everything you need. You have to play different bosses. And well, yeah, you can definitely see that I have been playing on PC a little bit more than on the phone. I actually do the grind and the usual stuff on PC, since I try not to torture my phone that much, but they have definitely improved the performance on mobile a lot. I think I'm getting like 60 FPS now, like constant 60 FPS now. Well, maybe have to do the performance test again. I don't know if they have enabled Vulkan, probably not, but the game does run really well now, and no frame drops whatsoever anymore. And very glad that they actually have done that. I'm still disappointed that there is no Vulkan option, at least last time I checked there was no Vulcan, but maybe I'll have to do a test again. Also, a little fun fact. I almost completely forgot that Scar has two phases. You have the normal Scar, and then there is the second phase where you have to fight the aberrant nightmare version of the Scar. I already mentioned this before, but I'm a big fan of the boss designs in this game, since the bosses do really look scary, not gonna lie. They remind me on Elder Ring. I can't speak today, my god, I apologize for that. And there are also Dark Souls, Bloodborne. The bosses remind me of those a lot. And yeah, they can definitely be a significant challenge in some instances. On PC, again on keyboard and mouse, I'm able to dodge very easily. On mobile, I think the camera angle is what's annoying me the most. On the PC, I can just rotate the mouse and I guess follow the target. However, I wish that the camera was following automatically. I did try to find the settings. I wasn't able to get the camera to work the same way as in Greyhaven, unfortunately, but maybe to get it. Or maybe I'm just messing up the camera options. But so far, the character's been doing really well. Sanhua's doing, I would say, decent damage. Her damage will be significantly improved by around the end of the video when I do more upgrades, and when I basically besides more upgrades, I also will be doing some ranking up, so the overall damage output of the character will be significantly improved. And now, in real time, after a couple hours of playing, I think I got a bunch of gold echoes for her as well, so her overall total damage output should be drastically improved. And yes, I have to level up those echoes as well to get those secondary attributes. Well, I'm about to be absolutely destroyed by the boss. I love the way the bosses have different attacks. They also don't have finishing moves, I believe, which is very interesting. And when it comes to team composition, you can assemble any team that you like, but I would actually recommend that you go and assemble a Glacio team, just to make everything work. You want the characters to be able to support each other. I think I don't have other Glacio DPS characters, but honestly, she does work really well with the Rover in the team, so the main character is compatible with every... I believe the Rover is compatible with every character that there is in the game at the moment. And I also use Taiki to basically give shield and to break shield as well. A very, very useful character. It will be one of the next characters that I'll be taking a look at. So, let's get some other materials and let's play the training stage here. I am level 60, I'll be playing level 60 because why not? And yeah, on the start of the video, I mean, you could read and I guess pause the skills, the skill stats, the description. It is much easier to learn the character from actual combat. Now, again, I learned the character from the description, of course. I did that in Greyhaven, and it's kind of I guess a tradition that I like to do. I like to go over the skills and then I go play the character, since do the theory and then you do the practical thing. But I recommend the practical thing in this game a bit more, since once you actually get to use the character and when you get to play, it's much easier than to read things. It's nice to know the stats, of course, and to know what the skills do, but much easier to just learn while playing. That's why I didn't really read all the skills on the start, since if you want to read you can just pause. I'm here to, you know, show how things work while they are being used. And yeah, I got a little upgrade there, very nice. I guess I'll just play a bit more, but first let me go, and yeah, I had to heal myself since I did take some damage there. So this is the area where you will go to level up Sanhua. And I also love her name, it does sound very nice. She is also part of the main story. If you play the main story, I'm not gonna spoil anything. The main story, the first chapter was really good. But yeah, she does kind of follow you around in the background. Very interesting. There's gonna be some development there, I guess, in chapter 2. Cannot wait to see what chapter 2 brings. Now, the character does get some extra bonus damage when she is swapped in. So definitely meant to be played in the swap in, swap out fashion. You can also play her actively as a main character if you like, of course. One thing I like about Koro games, they really let you play the character that you want, and they really give you the ability to do whatever you really want with the character and with the teams. The freedom to choose the team and to assign a specific purpose for a character is pretty wide. You can do whatever you want with the character, so that's one thing I really like about their games, and it's been kind of a tradition, I guess, from Kuro games. They've done that in Great Haven. I'm very happy that they've done something similar with Wuthering Waves. There are some exceptions to that rule, as you will see in some of the next videos, some of the next parts that I'll do. But so far, when it comes to Sanhua's performance, I'm really happy with how she works. Also, now when I'm actually kind of watching the recording here, did they actually improve the graphics already, or is it just that I noticed? When I play, I don't really look at the graphics. When I play, I'm actually trying not to get killed. I'm trying not to get blown up. But the ice effect looks very nice. I just noticed that. The ice effect is really nice. Okay. That was a nice little run as well. But oh, and I'm level 35. I'm actually basically what I'm doing now. I'm collecting echoes since I really want to get that data bank level up, and I really want to have all the gold echoes, as many as possible, so that I could level up and basically make my characters much more, I guess, stronger. The thing I have been doing in this game for the last couple days was just grind. I was really aiming to level everything up, since the leveling up is the most, like, I think the early level up is definitely the most painful thing, but I believe as time goes on it's going to be easier for me, and it already kind of started to be easier, so don't be discouraged by the slow start. It's definitely rewarding later on, and that was pretty nice. I'm definitely having fun playing this character, and she is definitely going to become one of my... I mean, I definitely need to level up other characters. After I'm done with her, I think I'll go with Yang next. She's just adorable. I just have to level her up too. So Yang is the next character that I'll be taking a look at. So, a more level available. Now, at the end, I think I'll be limited by the characters, I guess, max level, since I also need to level to 17 to get to level 80 at the end. So I definitely have a lot of leveling up to do. Not a big deal, I'll definitely do that. But yeah, I'm hitting the level cap here. Okay, not a big deal. Not a big deal. I'll definitely level that up as well. So, what shall we do next? Yeah, let's do some boss battles. Let's do some more boss battles. You might wonder, why am I destroying these minerals? Well, I want to build a ice weapon for her, a 4-star ice weapon. And I think that's going to be the real big upgrade that she will get. This current sword that I use isn't really that... it's not bad, but it doesn't really feel like it's for her. I'm just using the sword because I don't really have any other sword at the moment. It's like the best sword that I have. So it's equipped on Sanhua because it's the best sword I have at the moment. But I do plan to build that purple ice damage sword, and it will definitely be equipped on Sanhua. I believe that's going to improve her performance quite a bit. And if you want to rank her up, you have to fight the Muride boss. I tried to pronounce the first name. I gave up quickly on that. It's way too late. It's like 3 AM for me, so I'm a little bit sleepy. I don't want to ruin any names, so I'm just going to call this boss the Muride boss. But yeah, you have to fight this boss if you want to get those shards in order to level up the character. And I'm definitely... I was fighting this boss a lot of times, I'll be honest. I have been... like, not only for Sanhua, I think for Baishi you also have to fight with this boss. Although, yeah, I think, for Baishi you also have to fight this boss. So for Ice elemental characters or Glacio elemental characters, you have to most likely fight this boss in order to obtain the shards to rank her up, to level her up. And the boss has been defeated. Not bad. Now you might wonder, why am I not recording on PC since I already played the game on PC? Well, I have a little problem with drivers. Basically, I go full screen, right? And the whole screen just... it looks like... my whole screen looks like the PC ate some weird looking mushrooms in the forest, in the woods. And the only way for me to actually see what's happening is if I play in the window mode, and the game unfortunately doesn't want to run 1080p in window mode, so I'm basically stuck in a small, not small window, but it's, I think, 1600 by 1200 or something like that, so it's not 1080p, and it would produce some very blurry recording since it's not 1080p. So that's the reason why I'm recording on the phone here. But I'm not complaining. The game looks the same on mobile and on PC, so the graphics are the same. So I'm not complaining about that at all, and it runs very smooth here, 60 FPS. So I'm actually very surprised by how quickly they have improved performance. It would be much easier to improve performance if they just added Vulcan support. Add proper Vulcan support, and just lag goes away. But unfortunately, there is no Vulcan, so we are stuck with OpenGL because I don't know. I also love how the current... now, I tried out different teams, and I really find that Taiki is definitely universal for a lot of teams, since she gives shields, she breaks shields, and can spawn the QTE of the other characters very easily. Her ultimate is also really strong, does a lot of damage. And this, so far, it's been working really well. I'm very happy with the current team layout that I have here. Seems to work really well so far. I know I could definitely get more out if I had like a full ice damage team with ice supports. I don't have the other ice supports at the moment, unfortunately, so I think Baishi might help a lot with support, so we'll have to check that out. But she is not a high level, so I didn't really use her because she's not a high level. Anyway, let's do the test at field 1. I got a golden echo there, kind of foreshadowing since it was a electro echo, I believe. And I think the next update should bring us the Magistratus, the 5-star, so maybe I'll try to obtain her. I really hope I do get her at the end. We will see. I usually don't have a lot of luck when it comes to that, and I have been using all the assets here to level myself up. I really need to chill on the asset usage that I have here. I really need to start to focus on saving up a little bit. I also love how I missed the ultimate button. I still didn't really change the button layout. I'm trying to get used to this, since I know that I should get used to it, because if I change the button layout, I might actually completely mess up everything, so I'm trying to get used to the default here. Honestly, I'm a big fan of Sanhua at the moment. Very strong character actually for a 4-star. Very fun to use, very fun to play. The effects look very nice. The physical appearance of the character is just 10 out of 10. I mean, hey, no complaints from me. She looking good. She looking good. She got all the curves that she needs. That's also very important. And looks stunning. That's all I need when it comes to the physical appearance. Anyway, that was Sanhua. Overall, very happy with the performance, and yeah, she will be probably one of my main characters from now on. But with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. If you would like to support me, feel free to like and subscribe. And with that being said, stay safe. As always, I'll see you next time.